Game 3 of the NBA IHSAA Finals. It's the Monrovia Bulldogs taking on the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. Game 1 of the doubleheader here on a Tuesday afternoon. Who's going to get it done? Welcome to the Centerbrook Court, the home of the Artesians. Martinsville hosting the doubleheaders in Game 3 and 4. If Franklin wins this, Plainfield has to be ready. If Monrovia wins this, Plainfield has to be ready to host Game 5 of this Eastern Conference Series. But Monrovia, they are desperate for a huge series win. Will they win it tonight or not? Let's find out soon enough. And the Quakers, they will be taking on the Artesians later, and that will be the game of the night. Why? Martinsville came on strong a couple of nights ago against Plainfield, and now they look strong. Franklin going with a different lineup. Ian Scott, Jacob Chalet, and Golden East are starting in the game. Nick Green is not starting tonight, but he will play. What a game we are about to see from Martinsville. We are underway. Romine starts it. Here is Chalet. Chalet, he will get the ball first. Chalet up for two. He will steal the ball from Romine. Here's Sarah, back to Romine. And here's Swafford. Swafford knocks the ball out. And here's East. Back to Swafford. Swafford in for the layup. And the defense already coming on strong for the Grizzly Cubs. Romine there. Romine for two. Romine for two. What a shot from Kane Romine. Here's Swafford. Back to Scott. Scott getting covered heavily. Ian Scott for three. And that's his first three-pointer of the Eastern Conference Finals. Here's Bryce Weaver. Ian Scott there knocks the ball loose. Back to East. East with the layup. And Franklin off to a fast start here tonight in Martinsville. Monrovia going back to their old ways tonight just a little bit. Yes, they are. They lose the ball. Jacob Chalet for three. Timeout, Monrovia. It's 12-2. And the defense for Franklin coming on strong. Chalet just limping just a little bit off the court. You can see you can see John Carnes talking to him. And it looks like that they are putting in Logan Fayers for Jacob Chalet. And another change as well. Stevenson coming in for Colton East. And they are also taking Eli Jackson out early. And they are putting in Nick Green. And it's like I said last season with the Horns in the playoffs, in the semifinals, they can be adjusted to be just like the home team Horns when they actually host. Like Monrovia, their horn sound is here. Swafford there. Fayers covering Romine, same as Swaff. Swafford back, look at Weaver. Bryce Weaver for three. Weaver for three. Here's Swafford. Ends it back off to Green. Quick pass to Swafford. Back to Ian Scott. To Stevenson. Back to Fayers. Logan Fayers with the layup. Fayers for two. Seth Sierra back to Caden Romine. Here's Shea Swafford. Swafford there. Swafford back to Sierra. Romine back to Sierra. Sierra loses the ball. Jonathan Stevenson for 3. 17-5. This may be turning out to be just like the Quakers Martinsville game 1. Chase Swafford dunks it in. And that's his first dunk of the night. Swafford back to being awesome. Timeout, Monrovia. Timeout, Monrovia, with 19 seconds left in the first quarter. And the home crowd is not loud. And it looks like that John Carnes is pointing in to Eli Jackson and Isaac Stead to return to the game. To come to the game. To get into the game. And it looks like that he is also pointing to Nathan Rockhill. Swafford is out of the game for now. Nick Green looking to go really nice tonight. Franklin is in their all black uniforms, and that actually looks nice. The black and green uniforms for both teams combined. Bryce Weaver for 2. Monrovia has scored 7 points. Here is Eli Jackson going back into Stead. Back to Jackson, back to Green. Nick Green for 3. 22-7. And that's going to be the score. No, it's not. It's a buzzer beater for Hayden Herbeck. And that, as it's 22-10 after 1 quarter. Monrovia finally getting some shots down. And Hayden Herbeck with the buzzer beater. But what a game we are seeing from Franklin. Jacob Chalet may be out for the rest of the game. We will get you an update on that later. Welcome back to Martinsville to start the second quarter. The Artesians are here. They were already here. Plainfield, we know for a fact that, they told us in an interview before coming to this game they would have to practice at their own stadium, and that's what they did. Eli Jackson for 3. That's his first 3-pointer here. We have a little update on Jacob Chalet. Chalet has been downgraded to doubtful to return to the game. Rockhill there. Sierra. Green. Sierra for 3. Here comes the Bulldogs. Jackson back to Green. Back to Fairs. Back to Stead. Back to Jackson. Eli Jackson. 3, no good. Bryce Weaver with the rebound. And the Bulldogs are coming back. Jackson covering Romine. Open room for a 3. He drains it. Franklin, 9-point game, and the gap is closing. Rockhill with it, almost loses it. Rockhill back to Stead. Back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. If all else fails, give it to Eli Jackson, and he will shoot a 3. What a game we are here! What a game we are seeing, and we are also hearing that Chase Swafford has been downgraded to out. He will not return for the rest of the game. Romine with the dunk. What a dunk! It's now a 10-point game. Fairs back to Green. Green dunks it in. Great finish by Green. He dunks it in, to make it 30-18. Here's Rockhill. Rockhill there. Romine for 3. Rockhill cannot cover Romine. Romine for 3. Stead back to Green. Back to Stead. Quick pass to Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill for 3. Great shot by Nathan Rockhill. And that's his first points of the night. Here's Bryce Weaver. Jackson covering him. Jackson knocks the ball away. Back to Green. Green dunks it in. Nick Green dunks it in for 2. Here's Rockhill. Rockhill. There, almost knocking the ball loose. Here's Seth Serra. Serra for 2. The Grizzly Cubs trying to pull away. Instead, back to Jackson. Back to Fairs. Logan Fairs with the layup. He drops it in for 2. Here's Romine. Rockhill. Romine. Rockhill there, still covering Caden Romine. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Romine. Franklin takes over.
Number 9, number 17.
Savine Grover and Noah Hessong are into the game for the for the Bulldogs. Fairs back to Stead. Stead back to Fairs. To Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. It's 40-23. Romine isn't going to even try to shoot. And that will end the first half. Franklin 40. Monrovia 23. Welcome back to the halftime show here from Monrovia. Franklin, quick start to this one. They have a good lead. It's 40-23 at halftime. Nick Green was on fire in the second quarter. Swafford after that dunk. Hurt shoulder again, but it's a sprain. He's out for the rest of the game. Update on Jacob Chalet. He's been upgraded to questionable. He may return to the game in the second half. Eli Jackson, Caden Romine, the 2 top performers here tonight for both teams. 40-23 at half. Welcome back to Martinsville to start the third quarter in the second half. Franklin up 40-23. Here is Stead back to Rockhill. Rockhill back to Stead. Back to Fairs. The shot is blocked. Great start by the Bulldogs. And it is dunked in. Seth Serra with an amazing dunk. Here's Green back to Fairs. Fairs getting covered. Fairs' shot is good. But what a dunk by Seth Serra when he had the ball. Here is Caden Romine. Rockhill. There. Hessong with it back to Newman. Seth Serra for 3. Great start for Seth Serra in the second half. Jackson back to Green. Back to Fairs. Back to Jackson. And the shot is blocked by Hessong. Here comes the Bulldogs again. Monrovia down 12. Another quick start to the second half for Franklin. Here is Jackson. Back to Green. Green up for 2. It's a 14-point advantage now for the Grizzly Cubs. Franklin trying to pull away. Here's Seth Serra. Romine would dunk it in. And the Grizzly Cubs and the Bulldogs are fighting back. Here's Rockhill. Back to Fairs. Quick pass back to Rockhill again. Back to Fairs. Fairs for 2. Romine with it. Rockhill. They're covering. Here's Seth Serra. Serra for 3. And that is what they needed. 11-point game. Instead, back to Rockhill. Back to Jackson. Quick pass back to Green. Green coming in hot. For 2. He drains it. Great game tonight. Here is Romine. Rockhill covering Hessong. And it goes out of bounds. Green with the block. But the Bulldogs will take the ball back over. And here comes Cannon Catchings. Catchings is into the game. Fairs covering Catchings. And it's tipped. Franklin ball. Stead for 3. Does not drain it. Rockhill with the rebound. Back to Green. Green for 3. Rockhill passes back to his brother. And Green shoots it up for 3. Here's Stead. Back to Jackson. Jackson half-court shot. Almost good. Fairs rebound. It's blocked. And Monrovia has life. Here is Hessong. Back to Romine. Ball out. Fairs. Shot no good. 51-38 after the third quarter. What a game we are seeing from Martinsville. Monrovia trying to fight back, but they have had some amazing moments in the third quarter. The fourth quarter coming up. Great fourth quarter coming up. Could Monrovia come back and win this? It is not a timed quarter. The score to win is 86. One of these teams has to score 86 points to grab the dub. Romine dunks it in. Great start for Monrovia. The fans are on their feet. Here's Rockhill. Back to Jackson. Eli Jackson. The 3 misses. Oh my goodness. Monrovia has life. Here's Hessong. Back to Romine. Romine for 3. Timeout, Franklin. John Carnes calls a timeout as a crowd is going wild in Martinsville. Plainfield has entered the building. Plainfield is here, and you can see their head coach, John Hesselman, near the Franklin side. Near the scorer's table. He is looking at this game. You just saw them walk in. You just saw them walk in. What a game we are seeing. They are pointing to Chalet. Chalet is coming into the game. Same as Jackson Carwine and Henry Reipinger. It looks like oh no, they're taking Thunder out. Thunder. I don't know, but Thunder is holding his elbow, his arm. There may be something wrong with him, so they are putting Cam Mozell in for him. The only guy they're leaving out there is Eli Jackson. Caden Romine has gone off tonight for the Bulldogs. Now it's 51-43. Chalet still kind of injured, but he's still out there. Chalet is a 5-second violation. Monrovia will take over. Oh no. Man, Monrovia has life. It was reported that swap, and it looks like that we swapped our injuries up. Looks like that Chalet was a questionable one to return, not Swafford. Swafford is out for the game. Chalet there. Here's Chalet. Back to Sierra. Back to Weaver. Weaver with it. Catchings. And it's blocked. Here comes Franklin. Carwine. Back to Bozell. Bozell for 2. 10-point game. The crowd is on their feet here in Martinsville. Jackson. Franklin takes the ball over. Jackson there. Eli Jackson for 2. Remember, they have to get to 86 points to win this game. It ain't over till it's over. Chalet covering Romine. Back to Sierra. Seth Sierra dunks it in. And the crowd is hype. Chalet. Back to Reipinger. Back to Bozell. To Chalet. Chalet for maybe a half court. Oh my gosh! Let's check the replay of that shot. Look how far he was away from the half-court line. Almost a half-court shot. But what a shot from Jacob Chalet. And the ball barely bounced off the rim in. What a shot from Jacob Chalet. Romine there. Chalet covering. They needed 3 desperately. And the lob by Sierra is taken away. Reipinger. He's going to get his first dunk of the night. Henry Reipinger dunks it in. And the Bulldogs still losing this one. Here's Weaver. Weaver. The shot is blocked. But Weaver gets it back. Back to Hessong. Back to Catchings. Ken Catchings for 2. Catchings holding his side just a bit. Here's Chalet. Back to Carwine. Back to Reipinger. Back to Carwine. Jackson Carwine for 3. Franklin is on a 12-4 run in the last minute. Sierra with the dunk, and he dunks on Eli Jackson. And that's what he did back in Plainfield yesterday. That's what he did a couple days ago in Plainfield. Chalet back to Reipinger. Reipinger back to Bozell. Back to Chalet. Chalet again, and his shot is no good. And here comes Brandon Newman into the game. Catchings is out. And this should be fun. Romine there. Chalet covering. Oh, he knocks the ball loose. But Monrovia gets it back. Romine for 3. And the Bulldogs have life in Martinsville. Chalet back to Bozell. Bozell trying the Chalet shot. Couldn't do it. Monrovia gets it back. Romine for 3. Where was this team, the fans are asking, against Franklin in game 1 and 2? Jackson back to Chalet. Chalet. 3, no good. Hessong. There. Here comes the Bulldogs. Here is Romine. Romine with it. Jackson knocks the ball loose. Here comes Carwine. Sarah almost with the block. 10-point game again. Seth Sierra almost blocked it. Here's Caden Romine. Chalet covering Romine. Back to Weaver. Back to Hessong. Hessong getting covered by Bazel. Sierra. There. Romine. Jackson with the block. Carwine. Quick run. Back to Jackson. Almost losing it. Quick pass back to Jackson. And it's stolen. The bounce pass is stolen. And Monrovia has the ball again. Sierra to Hessong. Hessong for 3. And the crowd is going wild here in Martinsville. And we are seeing a big choke for Franklin. Bazel. Back to Carwine. Carwine for 2. Franklin choking their lead just a bit. Weaver there. Jackson there. Weaver for 2. 7-point game. Chalet. Half-court shot maybe. Just a bit past half-court. Oh, almost came down with it was Reipinger. Here's the pass. And Franklin will get the ball once again. Jackson for 3. 10-point game. Great game from Martinsville. Even if Franklin wins this, Plainfield knows their weakness. Here's Romine. Back to Chalet. Seth Sierra for 3. Wait for 2. I think he was better off going for 3 there. Chalet. Pass half court. The shot almost goes in. Weaver with the rebound. Seth Sierra two-handed dunk. It's a 6-point game. Listen to the crowd. Chalet pass half court again. Off the backboard. Here's Hessong. Bazel covering. Knocks the ball loose, but Monrovia gets the ball back. Back to Romine. Romine for 2. Great game from Franklin. Great game from Martinsville. Chalet back to Bazel. Back to Jackson. Jackson for 2. Back up to a 6-point game. You know what Franklin... you know what Monrovia needs? They desperately need a 3-pointer. Like that, Bryce Weaver for 3. It's a 3-point game. The tables have turned to Monrovia. Monrovia has life in Martinsville. Bazel, there. Quick passes. Jackson. Oh, get a pass. Oh, bad pass from Eli Jackson. It's a 1-point game. Monrovia has fought their way back. What a game we have seen. Chalet. Back to Carwine. Quick pass to Reipinger. That was a dangerous pass. And another dangerous pass stolen. For the lead. And it's blocked. But Monrovia will get the ball. And the crowd is on their feet. Everybody is no one is quiet now. Sierra for the lead. Timeout, Franklin. John Carnes calls his second timeout, and what a comeback from Monrovia. Franklin quieted the crowd early in the game, but now Monrovia has something to say to Franklin. And it looks like that Franklin is putting back in some of their main guys. Nick Green is still not in the game. Isaac Stead is in the game. Man, great game we are seeing. Seth Sierra going off in Martinsville. Martinsville Artesians looking for a close game tonight. Franklin will have the ball. Ian Scott back into Stead. Stead back to Fairs. Fairs first shot back into the game for 3. Franklin back up front. It's a close game. Here is Fairs. Back covering Romine. Fairs, great defense. Sierra. And it is blocked. Here's East. Back. And it's stolen by Sierra. East passes stolen by Seth Sierra. For the lead. It is time. Franklin loses the lead again. Noah Hessong retakes the lead for Monrovia. Here's Fairs. Back to Jackson. Bounce pass to East. East, another dangerous pass to Scott. East. They are throwing it like crazy. East there for 2. Franklin should know that they... Oh! Jackson from half court. It's no good. Jackson stole the ball. And here is Sierra. Back to Weaver. Bryce Weaver for 3. Monrovia is just a few points away from winning it here in Martinsville. Fairs from half court. And it is rebounded by Noah Hessong. And it's stolen by the Grizzly Cubs. East for 2. We are tied. With this rule, there will never be any overtimes. Romine there has it. Fairs. Romine for 3. It is a 4 points away. Monrovia is 4 points away from winning. Here's Scott. In Scott for 3. We are tied. What a game we are seeing. Romine. There, Stead. There, Romine. He's looking. Weaver for 3. Weaver for 3. They are just 1 point away. Fairs for 2. 85-84. The score right now. Romine. Who's going to end it for Monrovia? Fairs there. Knocks the ball loose. Half court shot. Fairs to win it. No good. Sierra. Back to Newman. Back to Weaver. Weaver will finish it with the dunk. And Monrovia will force game 5. The Bulldogs come all the way back and win against the Grizzly Cubs. Bryce Weaver ends the game with a dunk, and the Monrovia fans are celebrating in Martinsville. Franklin, they drop game 3. Man, what a game we are seeing. They have to quickly clean up the court for, I don't know, but this game probably was the game of the week. Seth Sierra, the New Balance player of the game from Monrovia. What a game from Martinsville. The Bulldogs roar back. They fought through adversity in the first quarter. Man, their fans were silenced in the first quarter, and they come back to win it. Monrovia wins it 87-84 in Game 3.